Hello, I am Morgan Frazier and welcome back to FLVS Nightly News. Today we are discussing the importance of historical diaries, particularly diaries that deal with slavery. Historical diaries can help us understand the different perspectives and reactions towards historical events. Right now we're going to interview 3 different historians about the importance of slave diaries. Up first is our guest, Professor Andrea. Good evening, Ms. Vasquez.
Good evening.
Can you please tell us about the diary on rural slaves?
Yes, this diary tells us about a slave girl who was mentally abused by her master. Her uncle built a secret room in the attic so that she could hide in it. She hid there for 7 years until she finally escaped into freedom.
Wow, that is very powerful.
Yes, it is. These entries let us get a first-hand account of what life was like for slaves. We get a taste of how they interacted, ate, and most importantly, how they felt.
Well, thank you for your insight, Andrea.
Thank you.
Up next is Dr. Blake Richards. He is a professor at Harvard University. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, Mrs. Frazier.
So please tell us what you found out about the plantation owners from reading the diary of William Byrd.
Well, you see, Morgan, William inherited his father's plantation and slaves. When he died in his diary, he wrote down his daily routine. For example, on September 3rd, 1709, he read some geometry, did not have to go to the court, ate roast chicken for dinner, and in the afternoon he beat his slave Jenny. This diary gave us an in-depth look into the lives of plantation owners. I learned from his diary what plantation owners do on a daily basis.
That is very interesting. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Our third and final guest of the night is American History Analysis, Rob Jernigan. Welcome,
Hi.
Rob.
Hi. Good to meet you.
You too. So, Rob, can you please tell us about your findings on abolitionists from the Journal of Francis Anne Kimball?
I would love to.
Thanks.
In this diary, I learned about a British woman who married a large plantation owner. She, ironically, hated slavery. She recounted tales of slave women who lost children coming to her crying, begging her to help out. Frances expressed how sorry she would feel for them once she leaves her husband. You can learn from these diaries about abolitionists and their struggles.
Thank you, Rob. That was eye-opening.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. As you can see, historical diaries are very important when learning about the past. Diaries give us a first-hand account on what really happened in history. So I challenge you, America, and fellow Florida Virtual School students, to pick up a diary and read it. You never know what you can discover. Good night, and that is the way the cookie crumbles. I'm Morgan.